Hello YouTubers, it's Championdjk coming at you yet again with another weekly update video, and this should be a fairly short one today. I did have the week off of work this last week, but I still didn't really manage to find much of anything. So actually I really didn't find anything. Suresh found some Hot Wheels for me, which I'll show you, and I did trade for an Ultra Red, so that was pretty cool. So yeah, it was my son's birthday yesterday. Party was awesome. It was a good time. I am completely worn out today. Who knew that a one-year-old birthday party could be as extremely as exhausting as it is? And I'm in my pajamas right now, basically, and I'm going to remain in them for the entire day, if everything works out to plan. All right, so anyway, let's quickly get into what I got. First of all, Todd, my buddy, Crazy Todd, found this Ultra Red Impala. This is from 2017 Release 1. This one is the version C. It's on the version C card. So I was able to trade him for this. That is awesome. I think it was the week prior I got the A and B version from my buddy Josh. So that's pretty cool. Now I have both. These are both of the variations of the car. Of course, there's 4 variations technically if you consider the card a variation, but I don't care about that. 2 different versions of the car. Now, I looked this over pretty hard trying to find the variation between these two, and actually what it is the base on this one is red. And we'll take a closer look at that in the second half of the video. Per usual, we'll take a closer look at some stuff, and we'll take a look at these, compare these two Ultra Reds. I'm not going to crack them just yet, but definitely compare those. Suresh stopped over yesterday to say hi and happy birthday to my son and brought me some diecast, so that was pretty cool. He brought me some older Auto World that he had gotten from a buddy. So this Country Squire wagon in white, and then this sweet 69 Pontiac Trans Am. This one's from Release 1. Pretty sweet. And this one is from Release 2. So some oldies, but really cool Auto World. Thank you very much for that. He also brought me a Matchbox Skyline. Pretty cool. Thank you. And then he brought me these Hot Wheels. Now, these are Hot Wheels J case. These are showing up at Walmart in 300 count like shippers with trays in them. The Walmarts right close to me have not gotten those yet. I don't know if they will get them. Especially the Walmart by me hasn't gotten, like, they have like 84 Hot Wheels in stock, some under 100, and they don't even get them. They barely get them anymore. They get a case here and there. It's weird. All right, so anyway, without further ado, we'll show you those quick. So J case 2017. I love this casting. I think this casting's awesome. So he got me one of those. He picked me up 4 of these Volkswagens, and these are sweet. We'll have to rip one open here quick. I wanted to get multiples of these because I do want to do a headlight custom. I think that's screaming for headlights. And I'm guessing there'll be room for a battery in here. I would hope. So this is really cool casting. So I can't wait to put some headlights in it. I think it's going to look pretty awesome. So we'll do that. He got me, there was no supers in his, unfortunately. He did not find any. But he did pick up a couple of the regular Vipers. I'm a fan of the Viper, so I'll open up one of those. I do really want the super of this, so I hope I do find one. That would be pretty awesome. If I don't, I know that my buddy Crazy Todd has one aside for me, so I can find something to trade him for it. I'll have one, but it would be cool to find one in the wild. It would be cool to have one loose, too, so that's pretty cool. So there's that. Save a couple of these cards. He got me the Aston Martin 177. Pretty cool ride. There were no Zamax in his either, and I know a bunch of people were finding Zamax in those 300 count deals, but he did not find any. Here's a Ford Fiesta, Ford Shelby GT350R in white. Pretty cool. Silver Ford GT. That looks pretty nice. Let's open that one too. I'll have to find another one of these, but let's open that one. pretty sweet. And let's open this one too. This is the that Chevelle again. I love this casting. It's awesome. It's pretty cool. This was actually like the first Super I ever had in my possession, thanks to my buddy Justin. Chevelle Summit, the Summit Super. It's pretty awesome. So that's cool. And let's see here. Cards. And then we got Tesla Model X. Picking up 2 of those. And the Surf and Turf. That's a pretty neat little new model. Interesting little guy. So that is cool. And then I did some, after I'd filmed the video showing my room, I went ahead and started picking out some stuff that just wasn't going to fit on the wall. I changed things a little bit. I'm just going to glance over there real quick for you. So now that's my auto roll wall. Instead of a strip across the bottom, it's this big, huge section. And then there's room for some expansion, because I obviously will be expanding that collection. But yeah, so anyway, I picked off some stuff that's not going to fit on my wall anymore, and I decided I would crack it. I got a few Greenlights back here. I'm going to save those for a future weekly vid, but I picked out like just 4 pieces here to crack. We got a Johnny Lightning. So I'll go ahead and, this one I'll open right now because we don't need a blade for it. This is what series is this? Lightning Speed, featuring Racer's Edge racing wheels. So they are plastic wheels. Kind of stinks. What is this? We got a Johnny Lightning sticker. That's pretty sweet. And what is this from? Again, I should have looked beforehand. 2000 is the copyright date. So what is this? This is a Chevy Caprice, right? Yeah, Chevy Caprice with a light bar on top. And the hood does not open on this casting, but we will take a close look at that second half of the video. And then, oh, this one we can open. This one doesn't need a blade. Here's that Corvette. I love the wheels on this thing. 007 Retro Entertainment. Let's open that guy up. That's pretty sweet. I know you guys have seen this probably 100 times before, but those tires are real cool. I don't think I'll be robbing them, though. Not a very good roller. The tires rub on the rim quite a bit. So there's that, and then we're going to go ahead and we'll crack that. This Walking Dead Pontiac GTO, and I'm going to crack this Real Riders Porsche 917. But here's a quick look around the packaging before I cut it loose. This series was from 2006, I believe, and I don't honestly know what other cars were in this series. I know that this is kind of a sought-after one of them, this Porsche 917. There just hasn't been too many releases of this Porsche, and this is one of the cooler ones. It's kind of harder to get, so I got this from my buddy Chuck. I'm going to go ahead and cut it open, though. The blister's pretty clouded, and it's got some scuff marks on it and stuff like that. And it just doesn't fit anywhere in this big bubble pack packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and crack that. And that's going to be it. So let's flip the camera around. Whoops. I forgot to show you this guy in the package. I'm also going to open up this Firebird. This is like a Hot Wheels 100% casting. I do have another one that I already have opened up. That's black. I'm going to open up this one in white, though, if I can figure out how to get this canister open. But here's a quick look around the package. Since the next time you see it, it will be cracked here. Pretty cool Firebird, but I'm going to go ahead and take that out. And this is, yeah, the 1970 Firebird. We'll take that out, and we'll take a close look at that as well. All right, now let's flip the camera around. All right, first things first, let's take a look at these Ultra Reds. So here is your your A and B release. Okay, let's get the camera to focus, maybe. Very, very nice. Again, I apologize. I'm just not ready to crack these two yet. So maybe we'll do that in a future video. But very nice. You got your metal base. Now you can kind of see the base in there. And then this is the C and D release Ultra Red. And I guess the easiest way to see it on camera, maybe, you might be looking in the wheel wells. I don't know if you can see that, or maybe here in the back. See if I can get you a view of it. Yeah, you can probably see it right there. So the base is that same ultra red color as the body. And that is your slight variation, aside from the packaging, obviously, between this ultra red and this one. So both of them are very limited. The regular vehicles are only $12.56 for the C release and also for the D release. These are only $16.72 to begin with, so there really is not a lot of these out there. So very, very cool to get both versions of that. Okay, quickly, we'll take a quick look at the Hot Wheels I cracked. Why not? There's that. There's the Viper. Looks pretty nice. We'll take a quick look at these. Definitely dig it. Looks good. Nice, simple Tampa scheme. Not too crazy. Wish they would have had taillights in the back, of course, but this one looks awesome. Again, it'll be fun to add LED headlights to this vehicle, but pretty cool. So there's that. Here's that retro I cracked. I know you guys have seen this one before, but wheels are cool. This one does not run a roll at all, so that kind of stinks. Here's a Chevelle. Dig this casting. Pretty cool color they went with this. It's a satin finish. A satin orangish. Pretty sweet. Here's a silver Ford GT. Looks pretty nice in this color. Pretty cool. And then here is that Porsche 917 that I cracked from that Real Rider series. And it does look pretty nice. It's got a plastic base though. That's unfortunate. I thought it would have a metal, but it doesn't. It's plastic. The wheels are these, don't really use these wheels anymore. I know a lot of people kind of like them, but they're okay. They're kind of a hard plastic. They're not really like a soft Real Rider wheel, so. But they are rubber, and this car does look pretty cool. I really do dig it. I really would love to have the Golf version of this. That was an RLC piece. I know that one's pretty expensive though, but it would be really cool to have that one. Alright, so there's that, and here's the Johnny Lightning that I cracked, the Chevy Caprice. Setup is kind of a cop car, and these wheels are supposed to roll real good, right, Johnny? Well, one of them's stuck. I think the axle's bent for being held in the package so hard that yeah, this wheel doesn't really want to turn all that well. But still a cool little Johnny Lightning. I dig these kind of oddball Johnny Lightnings. It's kind of a different one, so it's kind of neat to have. So that is really cool. Here is the Greenlight GTO Judge from the Walking Dead series, Greenlight, or the Hollywood series, I should say. This is a nice GTO. They did do a really good job on this one. I wish Auto World actually would make this casting too. I think that would be cool. They probably won't, but it's pretty neat. It is also in the Johnny Lightning line. This isn't, I don't think, the Judge version, but this is the same year. It's got a little bit different wing on the back, or at least at a different angle. But and it looks a lot smaller than the Greenlight version. Now I know Greenlight's this is probably true 1/64 scale. I think Greenlight is 1/64 scale. At least most of their stuff is actual scale. This Johnny Lightning is definitely, I would say probably not. I'm sure it's definitely not. Johnny Lightnings tend to run, I've noticed, and the muscle cars tend to run a little bit smaller than 1/64 scale. And I think this is no exception. It is pretty cool though. This one's got rubber tires as well, so does this one. Hood opens on this guy. We already looked at that. And hood opens also on this one too. Pretty sweet. The Johnny is really cool though. I do like the way it looks, but I think this one's probably edges it out a little better. So that's pretty neat. And then finally we got the Pontiac Firebirds from the 100% Hot Wheels series. So this is the 1970 Pontiac Firebird. So this is the one I just opened up. I didn't look at a copyright date, of course. What else was in here? There is a list of castings, though, that came out in this packaging. And we'll get into this packaging for a second because it is ridiculous as to what I had to do to open that thing. But it looks pretty cool. The Hot Wheels 100% stuff is pretty neat. I don't have a lot of it in my collection, but they are very detailed. It's got a metal base, metal body. It's got opening hood with some detail under there. So that's pretty cool. So this is a really cool Trans Am casting. Cool to add to my Firebird collection. So I think that's pretty sweet. I also have this one in black that I got a while back. Actually, I think it was a birthday gift to me from my buddy Justin. And I cracked this a while ago. This was in a little bit different packaging. Pretty much same amount of detail, except for there's no added detail to the base. And but there is still detail underneath the hood. So, pretty cool pair of Trans Ams there. I don't know how many more of these or different color variations they made of these, but I'll probably try to get all of them. Just because it's a Firebird and I dig it. So there's that. And then just real quick, we'll take a look at this ridiculous packaging. So this was the cardboard that it was in. You had to open up this, which was, there was a sticker here, 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 and here that had to be cut to get this thing open. And then underneath, there were plastic screws you had to undo here that were holding the bottom of this cylinder in place. So once you got the cylinder out, and I'm just going to kind of snap it back together here. We'll see if I can do this. The car was obviously screwed onto this little platform. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. Now it's snapped in there. I had to get a screwdriver to pry that down to push this out. Not only that, there was also, let's see if I can put this back together. There was this cap on the side of each one of these, which also kind of clips into place. I don't know if I'm really going to be able to pull this off, but probably not. Anyway, that clips into place. I think I just broke one of the clips. That clipped into place, and then there was this plastic piece here that went in and covered up where those clips were, and then this was the bottom of the thing where the screws were to put it together. So, lots of packaging on that. And I really don't like when these diecast companies come out with crazy packaging like this. It's just, for one, even if you are a carded collector, it's hard to fit it into your collection because the packaging is so large. So if you have a lot of cars, it's like, what am I going to do with this huge packaging? So if you had the whole series of these, I mean, it would just be annoying keeping them all in packages. I'm fine with it coming with a little acrylic case or something like that. But this nutty stuff is just crazy. So that'll probably just get tossed. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I like the little plate that says Firebird on it, but you can't even stand, I can't even pull it back out. You can't even really stand that alone because it's got those little clips on the outside of it, so whatever. These are just going to remain loose, and they'll sit in my collection like that because that is just the way to enjoy them. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. Again, I didn't really find a whole lot this week, so we did something a little bit out of the ordinary. We just cracked some older stuff from my collection. Hopefully my luck will change in the coming weeks. Usually the beginning of the month is usually pretty decent, and it kind of fades off at the end of the month for me. May should be a good one. There is some cool stuff coming out, I think, both on the Greenlight front and definitely a new Auto World release that will be dropping. It'll be Release 2. 2017 Release 2 Set A and B, and that's got a sweet Ford GT40 in it with Gulf colors. That I'm going to be a no Gulf GT left behind. I will pick up every one that I see, and that's just because. Alright, so that's going to be it for this vid, guys. Thank you guys very much for watching another week, and we'll see you in the next one.